So was it love at first sight? I wonder. Well, here's how we met. He was supposed to meet with my mother because she belongs to an organization and they were having a charity dinner. They wanted him to host for them. He came to the shop and my mother was not there, so he had to come back. Lo and behold, I'd never seen him before. I know nothing about him. This skinny boy in this very tight t-shirt, busting out. Anyways, he comes back in the afternoon. By now, all the other clients are talking and whispering, and next door to the shop, there's a hairdresser. He comes back in the afternoon. We have a side door between our shop and the hairdresser's shop. And everybody's busting through the door to come and take a peep at this boy. Because apparently they all know him, but I don't know who he was. He was just a boy who was coming to see my mother. Nothing more than that. Anyways, as time passed, the contacts are happening through my phone. So yes, I will answer the call, pass it on to my mother. Sometimes I'll chat with him, and that's where our friendship kind of started. We started chatting from there. So love at first sight? I don't think so. I think we became friends first, and then the love developed, I think that's the story. That's what we're going with today.
Was it love at first sight? No. Far from it, actually. I remember going into the shop and having to chat with this girl while waiting on her mother. And I don't remember how the conversation started up, how it went and whatever, but what I do remember thinking, and it left an imprint on my mind from then till now, was I was like, who does this girl think she is? Like, she was this scrawny, and I mean scrawny, little girl. She was tall. And admittedly, she had a pretty face, but she was like scrawny. And she operated like she was a real best thing, and like she had this way about her, almost like she was bossing style on me. And I really didn't like that. I was like, in my head, I was a little cocky, and I was like, like, girl, you know who I am? You know how many girls just run me down? Who's you to be bossing style on me? And I just fast forward, I remembered at one point in time, like very early on, she said something to me along the lines of, don't fall for her. Like, she said this to me to my face, don't fall for her because she breaks a lot of hearts. And I was mad, I was pissed, I was upset that this girl would think that I would be into her. And lo and behold, that was the trigger that kind of made me want to prove a point to her that, I don't gonna fall for you, but I can make you fall for me. And the rest was just like hook, line, and sinker.
So, was it love at first sight?
I think we could kind of both agree that it wasn't. It really didn't start that way for both of us.
There was chitty chats that developed into a friendship, and then
yeah, and it wasn't even like anything frequent or anything planned. It was just we initially chatted because we were forced to, because of we had to. You were the person I had to liaise with on behalf of your mother. And after a while, the messages were just sort of like, hey, how you doing? How everybody at home, how your mom, that sort of stuff. And it eventually became a little bit more. And
I don't think you knew the family before, in terms of...
No, I knew your dad. And then this was because of the table tennis connection and that sort of stuff. But the bottom line is, for us, it didn't start as love at first sight. And I was kind of glad that it happened that way, because we really got to know each other. And we fell in love with each other's personality, and you really got to know the person. And when I say got to know the person, I mean like the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you love the good, and if you could live with the ugly, then I think it was it's a good recipe for longevity in a relationship. So
I think so too.
Yeah. So anywho, welcome, by the way, to our first marriage vlog. Yeah, our as yet to be named marriage vlog. We've actually come to the end of our core subject matter for today. Was it love at first sight? Nah, it wasn't. But before we end off, we have to keep our promise, which is to decide on a name. We asked for your help, and well, wow, I was blown away.
The amount
Yeah.
of suggestions, amazing, amazing. And I think that a lot of your suggestions, they some of them were a little bit lovey-dovey, and we're not like super lovey-dovey.
Nah.
Some a little corny, but still, thank you. We thank you for taking the time to send it and for sharing your thoughts with us. I think that we are very grateful for, because not many people would share just like that.
Yeah.
And it takes a certain amount of courage to put your thoughts out in the public for everybody else to read. So thank you very much for that.
I agree, and I think what we really wanted when we asked for a name, and what she meant by that was that, you know, like we really wanted a name for this vlog that would represent who she and I are as individuals and as a couple, and what we hope that this vlog will also achieve. So we definitely didn't want anything that was, you know, too intensely romantic or even Islamic or anything along those lines, because that's not the core content of the vlog. We're just two folks who happen to be Muslim, happen to be in love, and we just have some really cool stories and things that we would like to share for anybody who's interested in listening, and in turn sharing their experiences or their responses with us as well, kind of like what you've done with your responses to our request for assistance in choosing a name. So I will tell you, there were some words that stood out from all of these suggestions, not necessarily like full names, but like wandering was one of them, because like as a couple we wander a lot, like we're never at home. My mother's always complaining we're never at home because there's just so much to do, and we want to do it all, see it all, experience it all, eat it all together. So we're always wandering. I like the word meandering for that same reason as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that we like to ride. So, you know, we're
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
around villages, up hills, down hills.
And the best rides are through the countryside. I also like, somebody came up with FAAS, with the FA to stand for Fazeer and the AS to stand for Asma, and together, put together like that, it would spell fast, you know. So it's like marriage in the fast lane, or life in the fast lane, but fast as in not like speed, but marriage in our Fazeer and Asma's lane kind of thing. So I like that. Somebody gave us a name, Fuzz Buddies. We're gonna use that, just not for this marriage vlog, but we've got your name written next to the suggestion, and we're definitely gonna use it in future, and we will credit you when we do. And that leads us into the actual name that we decided to go with. Now, the person who gave us this name, this came in via
WhatsApp message.
a WhatsApp message directly to me.
So you would not have seen it on the feed.
Yeah, but we would have posted the full listing of suggestions that we would have received up until Monday night on yesterday, Tuesday, on our Facebook page as well. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. We have 2 prizes to give out today as tokens of appreciation, and the reason we're giving out 2 is because there was someone else who gave us not a name but an idea for a logo, a graphic design that we are yet to produce and will soon, God willing, produce for this very said vlog. And that person happened to be Tasha Haripasad. So to Tasha Haripasad, who is an Astra Girls College Barrackpore. She's a teacher at Astra Girls College in Barrackpore. Congratulations, my dear, because you are going to walk away with this spanking new Content Manager t-shirt. This is what it looks like. You can see that there. That is what it looks like in its entirety. This is, what's the average price of this retail? It's like about 300 roughly TT.
I think so.
Yeah, about 300 TT roughly. So Tasha, this is yours for inspiring our graphic that will soon be launched. And when I say inspiring our graphic, Tasha, by the way,
her students just got 100% passes.
Yes.
Congratulations to all those Astra girls.
And this is actually her 3rd time as well, her hat trick, getting 100% CSEC passes. So congratulations, Tasha. Congratulations to her students. Tasha sent us a name suggestion, but she also sent us a graphic to go with that name suggestion. So that's why her graphic is inspiring our graphic for this name that we chose. So congratulations, Tasha. But the person who chose our name was...
Shivam Maharaj.
No,
No,
Mahadev.
Mahadev.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I changed your name, Shivam. I apologize. Shivam Mahadev.
Shiva Mahadev. Shiva Mahadev, coincidentally enough, is also a teacher. Where does he teach from?
Devi Hindu School. So that's, when you, just before you get to doubles, the blinking lights are right there.
Yeah.
The school you would almost miss. It's right on the right hand side. So that's where he is. And he's a standard for a teacher.
Shivam actually sent like about 6 suggestions, right?
Yes, he
and
did.
what we really loved about Shivam's suggestions were that they were all very different, but you could tell that he put some thought into it because a lot of them kind of reflected who we are as a couple. So Shivam took the time to get to know us and sent some very, very thoughtful ideas for us. And one of them we actually used in its entirety. We added a piece at the end of it, but we used his suggestion of
Happily entangled AF. So we are happily entangled. Asma and Fazeer.
and that's where the AF comes from. Now, don't be thinking that it's AF as in what AF in typical pop culture means right now. I was telling Asma, I remember a teacher of mine who used to ask us the question, does the word corrupt the mind, or does the mind corrupt the word? And it's actually the latter. The mind corrupts the word, so the mind gives meaning to the word. So AF, not what you're thinking that it is. AF in this instance stands for Asma and Fazeer. So our marriage vlog title from today onward, God willing, will be courtesy of Shiva Mahadev, Happily Entangled AF.
So
Oh, Shivam, this is your prize as well. You also walk away with one of these content manager t-shirts, because a content manager would be the person who would normally be giving a name to a vlog product like the one that Asma and I are going to start producing as of and from today. The only thing though about these content manager t-shirts, and they're long sleeve by the way, the only thing is that they only come in medium. So I'm not sure between you and Tasha if either of you will have to lose weight or put on some size in order to be able to fit into them, but they only come in medium, so I'm hoping that you could fit into it. Shivam is also a huge Mariah Carey fan, by the way, like the biggest Mariah Carey fan I've ever come across. Yeah, his whole life revolves around Mariah Carey, and I'm really delighted at the fact that it's 2 teachers who are walking away with these prizes. Yeah. Just on a side note, I just want to say full props and kudos to all the teachers who are looking on at the vlog, because full respect to what you guys are doing, especially now in the pandemic, and not just with the online teaching, but with the sort of prep work we've come to understand that now has to go into the online teaching and the virtual lessons, etc. I know some teachers who are going to bed like 3 in the morning to get up in a couple hours time to start teaching all over again. So I am delighted that we could present these 2 prizes to 2 teachers, Tasha Haripasad and Shiva Mahadev. So Entangled, Happily Entangled AF will continue, God willing, every Wednesday on Fuzz Events and Entertainment Ltd, our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Hope you'll join us, hope you'll subscribe, hope you'll spread the word, hope you'll enjoy the content, and hope you will also leave us a comment down below to let us know what are some of the subjects you would like us to tackle, and or what are some of the questions you would like us to answer. Yeah?
That sounds like a plan.
That sounds like a plan. So whatever ideas you have for content or whatever questions you'd like answered, etc., drop us a line and we would be delighted to oblige in much the same way that it's working hand in hand right now with the naming, So
until next week.
Until next Wednesday, thank you very much for viewing our first vlog. And
until then,
just remember, it doesn't have to be love at first sight. So if you're not falling in love with our vlog at first sight, at first viewing, give us another.
Keep looking.
We might win you over next week. Till then, bye bye. God bless.